Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. So today we'll be talking something very important, and it's about this young white woman who actually was called baby by a black woman, and she is all over the moon, and she is very happy about it. And she actually came out and she was like, I really do. I hope you all receive this in a good way and not say it in a bad way. And I am leaving all the negativity and all that surrounds them and all that. And I want to focus on the beauty of the video, because I know what she said is true. I don't know how you want to say it. How magic, how awesome black women are. Just because she was called a baby and the tone in which they use in calling her that baby, she is like, I would do, and I don't know, but she is really very happy about it and all that. And a lot of people also share their stitches and told their stories, experiences with black women and all that. But trust me, I love me my black woman, and I am telling you this from the bottom of my heart. You all are magic. You all are super gorgeous. You all are amazing. Let's get into this video.
I pray to God that this does not come off as offensive to anybody, because I mean this with the utmost love and respect from the bottom of my whole entire heart. But when a black woman calls me baby, there is so much. What kind of magic are you putting in there? Because that shit hits harder than crack. Every single time, every encounter in my life that I have had with a black woman where she calls me baby, I have never felt more loved and supported in my entire life. I feel almost imprinted on. Like, are you my mother? I will go to the ends of the earth for that woman. Okay, ride or die, because it may have just been a very quick one-time encounter for her, but for me, you don't understand. We're like this. How call me, beat me if you gotta reach me, because I will do whatever. How can I be of service? Do you need a ride to church? Let me make reparations for my people, because I love you. And I don't know what it is, but goddamn, there's something so special about it. It's magic. I want to have that effect on people. That is beautiful. And I love you. And that's it. I don't know. I've never felt more safe and secure in my life. I love you. But when a black woman calls me baby, there is so...
If you felt weird watching that, but then read the comments and felt bad for feeling weird, I'm here to let you know it's okay to feel weird, because it's weird. I'm not going to question her intentions, because I don't really care, and my video is not about her intentions, but more so that we need to know our history. She goes on to say that black women calling her baby makes her feel so loved and supported. And she even goes on to say, like, oh, I feel like or did you imprint on me? Like, are you my mother? We're not your mammies. Please, I beg of you, read a couple books. Why do people feel this way, and why do they feel so comfortable saying it? Could it be that we remind you of a good time breakfast? Black women have historically been forced into caretaker roles, while at the same time having their children taken away from them. This caretaker nurturing stereotype is actually what has inspired me to be like as unfriendly as possible. Black women are consistently called on to be nurturing, to be sweet, to be helpful, to educate people, while nobody does that in return for us. Nobody gives us that same patience. Baby, where do you think these thoughts and feelings come from? Could they be from watching movies like The Help or Song of the South, Gone with the Wind? Like, why was it said, and why was it so comfortable being said? And again, I don't really care about this person's intentions. I don't really care about anyone's intentions, but I do want people to like look at things historically and also in the present, because we still have modern mammy characters, or like the magical black friend who just always has some wisdom to depart. Like, girl, leave that boy alone. Oh my God. And what also just hit me, and is at the same time making me very upset, is that black women are historically deemed like caretakers, right? While at the same time being deemed unfit to take care of their own children. Oh, that burns me up. There were a lot of black women in those comments saying, oh, well, that's so sweet. You know, that's how we want people to feel. We want people to feel loved, da 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 da. I just want you to know that I don't feel that way. I'm not here to take care of anyone. I'm not here to educate anyone. Even though I guess I am educating right now, but not in a mammy way. Can't win. But this also frustrates me because I am someone who does want to like send love into the world and like get everyone vibrating at a higher level. But only if we can look back on our history and apply it to the present day. And things like this are doing the opposite of that. As someone who was called Aunt Jemima by white kids my age, who didn't have bad intentions because I wore a scarf on my head because I wanted to like emulate my beautiful mother, I am not your mammy. I am not your caretaker. I'm not here to take care of anyone. I'm not here to educate anyone. I'm not here to like make you feel loved. I'm here to live my life. There were also people in those comments saying, oh, I feel the same way when like Latina women say mija. Same thing, honestly. Very, very similar history. So I want you to unpack that as well. You can't do that anymore. You can't force Black women to take care of you while you totally disregard them. That's not happening anymore. I started this video off thinking, oh, funny, haha, kind of silly. But now I feel a little bit hurt, and not personally hurt, like I don't feel sad, but I just feel and know that so many of these conversations could just be in a different place if people would just educate themselves. Any thoughts or stereotypes that you have of a culture that's not your own, go look up why you think that, because I promise you that is not your original thought. Like, that's not just how I feel. Like, you can't help how you feel. Like, whether it's Asian men being unattractive, Latino women being spicy, Jewish people being cheap or running all the banks, that is not your original thought. The past influences the present, and the present will influence the future, and for some reason that seems groundbreaking. So let's read. Let's read. Let's think critically, let's think creatively, and let's read. Mwah.
I pray to God that this does not come off as offensive to anybody, because I mean this with the utmost love and respect from the bottom of my whole entire heart. But when a Black woman calls me baby, there is so much. What kind of magic are you putting in there? Because that shit hits harder than crack.
No offense taken, cause she ain't lying. And for me, it's the voice of an older Black woman when they say, baby. Bro, I don't know what type of witchcraft that is, but it do something to you. It's one of the most common and overwhelming sounds in the realm of common and overwhelming sounds. I tell you a story. When my dad died, it was catastrophic for me. And I can remember when we got the call, get back up to the hospital, get back up here now. I get in my truck and I'm riding. And the hospital is almost an hour away from where I was, and I knew I wasn't going to make it. When I walked in that room and seen my dad's body in that bed, and by this time they had removed all the wires and tube stuff, he was just looking like he was sleeping. When I tell you I acted a fool, I showed my ass. I have not cried like that since I was like about 7 or 8, and I had no idea I was going to do that. I was hysterical. I'm leaning on his body. I got my head on his chest. I'm snotting, ugly crying. And at that moment, I could hear my dad was a fool. I could hear my dad's voice in my ear, like, okay, boy, goddamn it, that's enough. Get up. These people looking at you. Like, and it snapped me out of it. And there was a room full of people, and I am making a spectacle. And I remember I got up and I stormed out of the hospital room. I found a hall, and I went all the way to the end of the hall because I didn't want to see no family members. I didn't want nobody to touch me. And when you emotional like that, anybody who has been through something like that, you just can't cut that emotion off. You got to replace it with something. So I went from sorrow to rage. I mean, I'm pissed because at the time there was a lot of BS going on in the family, and I feel like some people had wronged him, and they did, and he had left me some instructions about how to handle this business, and all I was thinking, I was like, I got you. I got you. That's all I was thinking about. You, don't worry about nothing. I got you. And I'm getting madder, and I'm madder, and I'm madder, and I'm to the point I want to fight. I'm ready to flip a car. I'm that amped. And behind me, I hear the sound of an older Black woman, and she's a nurse. She was passing by, and she seen me in distress. Even though I was no longer crying, she could see it in my face. I was distraught, and that's what I say about nurturing. A woman's ability to nurture is their superpower. I hear her voice. She says, "Baby," and when she said "baby," she's like she summoned the power of all the aunties and big mamas, and it became a damp blanket and it smothered that fire. It smothered it out. And within the same breath of baby, she took her hand and she put it on my shoulder and said, it's gonna be all right. When I tell you, I immediately became hysterical again, started crying again. I'm sitting there like, what is happening? I'm 10 toes down in my anger right now. I'm in soldier mode. And this black woman saying, baby, and put her hand on my shoulders. Like that, it dismissed all that anger. And I became vulnerable again. And now I'm crying. Like, it's something about an older black woman's use of the word baby. It'll make the worst situation feel not so bad.
Black woman calls me baby. There is so much.
Oh no, baby, I didn't get offended. Now I hope you don't get offended with my answer. But the sounds that you may hear and the vibrations that you may feel when a black woman says baby or any other word when she's speaking from her power is the very tangible echoes of our ancestors. Now, if you know, then you know. Okay? And for those who don't, before you get all mad and in your feelings, all I'm saying is that when her ancestors sucked from the breast of mine, they felt comfort, they felt at home, felt like they had a mother. And the reason why she feels that today is because we acknowledge the power our ancestors had back then. That, my friend, is the power, call it an anointing, of a Nubian
So this
queen.
is all I got from the video, and this is very satisfying. It's so beautiful to watch. I really do not want to, like, make it a bad vibe or something. I mean, she knew what she felt when they called her baby. And sincerely speaking, you all already know all the black women are like the mother of the earth and all that. When it comes to nurturing, I mean, they are so sweet. I don't know how to say it, but if you see how the black women are very sweet. I really don't know how to explain this, but like, sometimes I am like, it is just God's gift to them, When a black woman talks to you, how black women will just see you. Probably maybe you are her daughter's friend or the son's friend. You are already, as long as they love you, as long as you are a good person, and they can see through that your goodness, they bring you in as theirs. I mean, they take you in. They don't just they take you as their own child. That is something you don't see everywhere. It is very rare. It is so rare to see people very accommodating. When people brings you in and make you know that you are part of this family, it is just a great gift God gave them. And that is something that I love so much about them. And they have been doing this like from the beginning of the world. The greatest part is that they just don't do it only for black people. They do it to other races too. When they love you, when they got your back, trust me, if a black woman got your back, a black woman will got your back forever. That is something that I have known about them. When they love with everything. They give away everything. And it is just amazing that some people have refused to see how beautiful black women are by all the time looking for a way to bring stories or bring, divide in the community and all that. But for something that I know for sure is that black women are magic. How? I don't even know. But there is something about them that you cannot explain. But I love it. I love all of it. And From me to all the Black women, I am saying I love you all so much. You all are super sweet. Thank you all so much, and see you all in my next video. Bye for now.